Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Shahrzad Noravi. I'm a business psychologist, and in this series I've been talking about the Walk It model. It's a senior team alignment model that ensures that your senior team is aligned and walking the talk, looking at the culture, and moving in the same direction for the purpose of creating engagement and creating an organization where people not only want to stay, but they want to give their all. You can learn more about the Walk It model in my book, A Powerful Culture Starts With You. You can also listen to the book on Audible, and yes, it's in my voice, and that way you will have an opportunity to dig into the details from what I've shared with you today. So I talked about the Walk It model. W was walk the talk, A was align the senior team, L was look at your culture, K was know your plan, I was integrate your values, and the T of the Walk It model, the final step, is track everything. So as you create a strategic plan, as you clarify your vision, as you create your values, and ideally have them on one page, not a binder that's in a shelf somewhere that is not something that's easy to use, as you have it on one page, it helps you make it a practical tool that you can start seeing, am I doing these things? Are we doing these things? And tracking and creating metrics. So let's talk about some ways to track what you're doing. When I talked about the one-page overview, if you have created it with clarity and in the process gotten input on the values, you can share it with your employees, talk about it in detail, answer their questions, and then a few months later ask them, do you have any questions about this? Can you share with me your understanding of our vision? What are our values? Values, by the way, should be only a handful of values because it's memorable that way. And asking them, do you understand our general strategic plan? What are the 5 big things we're trying to work on? And so that is one way to track if people understand the vision, the values, and the strategy. Other things that you can track include our managers coaching their employees. If that's something that you are holding managers accountable to, not just saying it's a nice to have, you can have check-ins where you track and see if they are doing that. And this could be done through input from the employee or through HR, and you get what you measure. So if you're saying that you want your managers to coach your employees, but you're not tracking it, it likely won't happen. And also, if you're not holding them accountable and rewarding it, people will do what they're rewarded for. So it's important to decide which things are important enough to track and to reward. So when it comes to tracking everything, here are 3 things to remember. First, make sure you have a performance review system that helps you track performance. Make sure it integrates the values and it has space for employees to give their input as well. Self-assessments are so important. Second, get comfortable with giving and receiving constructive feedback. That is a part of tracking, and oftentimes people will run away from it, they don't feel comfortable with it, and when you are doing it regularly throughout the year, especially when it comes to performance, then the end of the year performance review is really hopefully a celebration and just a review of things you have already told them and they have already shared in the self-assessment. So make sure this is a regular part of business. Third, you can start tracking customer feedback. Again, this requires courage, this requires time and a methodology, and the more that you are doing that, the more clarity you have and long-term customers who are happy to stay with you. So here's to you tracking what is most important. Here's to you walking the talk and using the Walk It model to create a powerful senior team. If what I shared today resonates with you, please feel free to hit subscribe. Please feel free to read A Powerful Culture Starts With You or listen to it, and feel free to get in touch. Thank you so much, and A Powerful Culture Starts With You.